Welcome to the Advice Show, media with a common sense approach. So a while back, they had this female named Dencia. She is a pop star overseas. And she came out with a skin lightening cream called Whitenicious. And I wanted to talk about that, but now there was an interview with her. And I'm glad this came out because now I have my chance to actually chime in on this particular woman. Well, I want you to watch the interview. I want you to see. At first, I felt bad for her, but then now I really don't after this interview. Let me go roll the clip.
Well, with me now is the pop star and creator of Whitenicious, Dencia, and in a moment I'll also be talking to Fina Ikeji, who founded Black Role Models UK. Dencia, can I ask you first of all, do you equate looking lighter with being more beautiful, with looking better?
No, I don't. Everybody has a choice as an adult to choose to look how they want.
But you yourself look very much lighter than in the pictures of you from a couple of years ago. You look extremely white in this advert.
Yeah.
The point is you're trying to sell a product. You must think that looks better.
No, it doesn't. First of all, Whitenicious is a dark spot remover. It's a 30 ml product. 30 ml it's like not even up to 1/3 of this. So it's for dark spot, it's for everybody. Everybody needs Whitenicious.
But why did you call it Whitenicious? I mean, that says everything, doesn't it? The play on delicious.
Whitenicious means, white means pure. White means, but it doesn't mean that white skin, but white in general. That's how I look at it. It means pure. When you have dark spots, a lot of people don't feel confident, they don't feel pure, they don't feel clean with dark spots.
With respect, the photos of you before and the ones you used to promote your cream, it looks like a lot more than small dark spots have been removed. You're visibly lighter all over.
But see,
and the point is, if that is the image you're putting forward to sell your product, you must think that's better.
No, I wasn't. My product says say goodbye to dark spots and hyperpigmentation.
But my point is, you've said goodbye to more than dark spots.
But see, I wasn't saying
much lighter.
It doesn't say
in all the photos.
It doesn't say buy Whitenicious and look like Dencia. It says say goodbye to dark spots and hyperpigmentation.
But in an interview you did with Ebony, you said by putting those photos being out, people know the product works.
It works for dark spots. That's what he says. Say goodbye to dark spots.
But the point is,
it says behind you, say goodbye.
Of course, but do you not concede that you are very much lighter there, which is your choice, absolutely your choice. But it's the message it's sending out which has been so controversial, isn't it?
But see, that's because the media is selling that message. That's not the message I was selling. I say 7 days fast acting dark spot remover. It didn't say 7 days fast act dark spot bleaching your whole skin. You people need to read. It's called reading comprehension. If they miss that class, it's not my fault.
If you
read and comprehend.
You listen, and I know you heard what the actress Lupita Nyong'o said. She clearly struck a chord with many women of colour when she spoke about why she felt women should reject creams like yours. She talked about the agony of growing up feeling completely inferior because she was dark. Do you understand that? Do you accept that?
No, I don't know her. Her story's her story. That's her personal life. I don't care about it. She lied about the letter.
Point, do you accept the point?
No, I don't, because I don't care about her story. See, you can't. I'm an adult, and if I lighten my skin, it's my choice. Same as
I understand that. That's the point. If you lighten it, it's your choice.
It's my
but the message that you're sending out, do you accept that many women of colour believe that that message suggests to be darker is to be somehow inferior or less beautiful?
If they think that their whole body is a dark spot, then fine, because that's not how I feel. Say goodbye to dark spot. If you look at most of my clients, 50% of my clients is African Americans. And all those girls write to me, they have dark spots. That's the pictures I have on Instagram.
Fina Ikeji, how do you respond to what Dencia is saying? She's right, isn't she? This is about freedom of choice.
Yes, exactly, and it's in her own opinion. The question now is, and it's really important about the message that we're bringing across, because yes, you've got your opinion, but what you're producing, I mean, the name as well is just, the name says it. The name says Whitenicious. It means, you know, it's just the name. You know, you're talking about the name. We've got old pictures of you and pictures of you now, and for young girls, that's where I'm looking at. I'm an adult, so I've already made up my choice. I'm happy with my skin color, but we're looking at the young girls that are growing up now. They see you, they love your music, they love you as a person, and they've seen you that you were darker before, and now you're much lighter. What's the message it's going to be to them? They're going to think, okay, do you know what? I want to be like her as well. And then that affects their self-esteem. And that's where we're coming from. We don't want to have lots of young girls who have low self-esteem, because these low self-esteems leads to other things. We're talking about, being promiscuous. We're talking about so many other things that having a low self-esteem can cause. And that's the part
Okay.
I see.
Answer the point.
Okay, you've made your point, but this is it. Did I put a picture of Dencia, dark Dencia light on the media? Did I do that? No. You, the media, you guys sold it. I didn't sell Whitenicious
In
like
the
that.
interview that you did with Ebony, you said, fine, it's selling my products. I'm happy with that.
But the media, I said the media is selling my products. I never put that out. I never put out an old picture of me. If I wanted to put it, I'll
Do
put the
you
dark
accept
and
the
light.
point made that Fina
No,
is making?
but listen, my role model when I was growing up was my older sister right in my house, Wendy Sonke. She's your skin color. She never touched her skin. She never changed her skin. But I love her. I love how she lives her life. She's a good person. That's my role model. That's why I wanted to do music. That's why I wanted to become famous. But she never changed her skin. It doesn't mean that when somebody's your role model, pick out the good things in the person and do it. You don't have to, I didn't say if you want to be an artist, you don't have to be light skinned. There's numerous dark skinned artists out there if you want to look like them. There's many confident women, and your skin color does not reduce or increase your confidence. But I tell you one thing, the women who buy Whitenicious for their dark spot, they tell me it has, like, I have girls calling me and crying and thanking me for Whitenicious.
In a sense, is there a point that, we all do our hair, you can color your hair, you can change your clothes, put makeup on. Why is this different?
This is different because of the consciousness. And you're a pop star, so people are looking up to you. Whether you want to believe it or not, people are looking up to you.
I do, but I'm not.
Yeah, so
your role model, your mom.
And then if
parents need to raise their kids. My grandma raised me.
Yeah, but
and I chose my things. When I didn't do any, when I moved out of the house, I moved to LA. I was 18. I turned 21, and I did what I wanted to do.
The fact that you yourself have chosen to become lighter, does that say you were uncomfortable? Does that say
no,
that
I wasn't.
You felt things weren't working for you?
I wasn't uncomfortable. It just happened the same as people just decide to bleach their hair, dye their hair, wear. It's the same. It's like you want to wear lipstick. You could have gone natural with just your lips cracked and dark.
Briefly,
like
how dangerous a message do you think it is?
I just think it's too dangerous for the young girls coming up. I mean, as adults, we're good. Adults have made up their minds, hopefully, and there's been that stigma right from history to do with lighter and darker skin. So even if you're not saying it in writing, yes, to be whiter is better, the message is still there.
Fina Akechi, thank you very much. Dencia, thank you very much for coming in.
So you heard this woman say reading comprehension, but you're marketing your product not the way that you have it wrote down. So who has a reading comprehension problem? You're marketing this as skin lightening cream. You lighten your whole skin, woman. So of course, someone's going to ask you about that. That's where the controversy comes from. They see you just about my color, then all of a sudden you some light-skinned black chick. And I'm going to say you're a fake light-skinned black chick because you don't look the right color like a light-skinned black chick would be. Then you have this little attitude. You can't really even be nice to sell your product. You get mad that somebody questioning you. The other sister across the way is telling you that it's dangerous what you're doing because you're putting out there that it's okay to lighten your skin. You state in your mind white means pure. You are sick in your head, little girl. You're sick. Because if you think that white means pure and you think that looking white or looking close to white is pure, then you are infected with that old slave master ideology yourself. Nobody taught it to you. You feel being dark skinned is a problem, so you risk your health and everything to lighten your skin. I understand the point about not liking being dark. I get it. I went through that at one point in time too when I was younger. People do ridicule you because you're dark, male or female. They do ridicule your features. They do that, okay, in this country, because in this country, it is taught that the lighter you are or closer to white you are is better. That comes from that mindset of white supremacy. It does. But it doesn't mean you have to accept that and the lie of that. Because I understand the white standard of beauty in America is what's promoted 24/7 on television before everybody. But it does not mean that it's the standard of beauty that you should accept. Everybody is beautiful in their own way. And not one group of people is above anybody else. It's just not right. But the thing is, how I feel with this woman is she's promoting something, and she's saying that all these women calling her and girls are calling her and thanking her. They thanking you to change themselves, and they thinking their life gonna get better. What do you think? Racism's gonna leave you because you light skinned all of a sudden? No. What do you think? You're gonna get some sort of accolade because you're light skinned all of a sudden? No. There's a lot of light skinned black people don't get no free rides in life. That suffer racism, suffer discrimination, everything else like a dark-skinned black person. Because at the end of the day, if someone want to be racist towards you, light or dark, they don't like you because you're black. Doesn't matter. But this woman is running around here thinking that she's somebody all of a sudden because she got some light skin. How is it you go from looking the way she looked, which was a lot better in her photos, than the crap she has now? It's nothing you could say to me to say, oh, well, you know, she's doing a good thing. She does not want to take responsibility of influencing other young girls. She does not want to take any kind of responsibility, you know, for her actions, the way she is presenting herself, even on this particular program. She has a nasty attitude. And nobody likes a person with a nasty attitude. I don't care who you are. I mean, this female is just beyond hood radish to me, just the way she comes across. She's silly. And I just hate a woman like this is feeding the sickness of self-hatred in a lot of sisters that we do have. And a lot of times that sickness of self-hatred does come from, a lot of times, unfortunately, the black community. And also it does come from, as we stated before, the media only promoting the white standard of beauty in this country. I mean, it does. I mean, we got to love ourselves. If you do not love yourself or what you look like in the mirror, it don't matter what color you are. If you do not love yourself, you got a problem, and you need to figure out what it is and check yourself at the end of the day. I mean, because to hate yourself, to hate your own skin is something that's really, you know, deep. And it's something that you really need to talk to somebody about and get some healing for. Hit me up in the comments, future commentaries, subscribe.